Hello and welcome, lovers of Commander. Today's deck is a viewer recommended Tymna and Tana. This deck is from another YouTuber called Keep Flying. I will put a link to his channel in the description. Interesting channel. I like his content. He also does 1v1 Commander, so if he hasn't already shown up in your suggested list over on the right hand side, maybe go check him out. He does some interesting deck lists and stuff like that. So this one, I'm not a particularly big fan of Tana because it's a 4-mana 2/2 that does nothing when it enters the board. But my viewer recommended I check this out. This is like a Stax list, and I guess you really wanted the red, which neither, Thrasios or Sidar Kondo are going to give you red. And I guess Sire of Insanity is a really good kind of Stax card, especially against control matchups. I can see that. If they draw a counter spell for their turn, they just have to discard it. And, they have to use the removal right away, those kind of things. If they just draw a land, then, that's all they can do for the turn. So I can see that, and then it's got like the Comic Guide Kiki Jiki combo, or not Comic Guide, Felidar Guardian or Village Bellringer. There's no Restoration Angel, which I guess there's not a lot of comes into Battlefield. I guess there's a few though. I don't know. Seems like Resto would be a good fit. I didn't notice that when I was reconstructing the deck. There were a full 4 tutors in this deck that were just banned. So unfortunately, I had to play something else, and I think that will hurt the consistency a little bit, because this is a combo deck. That's going to hurt a little there too as well, but you do have Birthing Pod, Fauna Shaman, Worldly Tutor, and it's a creature-based combo, so if any of these decks are going to combo off, I think this one has one of the best chances, because there's still quite a few tutors. So I put in Mesmeric Fiend, Brain Maggot, and Tide Hollow Sculler as replacements for some of the tutors. I mean, they're obviously no replacement for Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, or even Enlightened Tutor, but they at least help with consistency, and they're really good in the Tymna package because they come down a turn before Tymna and they clear the way for her. I think they could also be really good in a Stax package because they come down and then they clear the way for your Stax pieces. And, they pick apart your opponent's hand. Seem like good cards. I've always loved them in Tymna decks, so I figured those are probably the next best thing if you're worried about consistency. And then I put in Tainted Pact, and I had to remove some forests because there were 4 forests, which I thought was high in a 4-color deck, but there is land tax, so it does hurt land tax a little bit. I don't know if you want to continue playing land tax or switch something out for it. I left it in for now. There are still 4 basics. I swapped one of the forests for a snow-covered forest, just so it has a different name, and then I put in a couple other non-basic lands to fill the slots, so that every land has a different name to make way for Tainted Pact. The deck also had Stranglehold, which is still good against extra turns, but with all those tutors banned, this deck is probably playing one of the most amount of tutors in the format. So to Stranglehold your own tutors seems bad. So I cut that. It might have the same excuse for cutting Aven Mind Sensor, but I left it in for now. But I cut Stranglehold. Never been a big fan of it. It's expensive. It doesn't attack like Aven Mind Sensor does. It doesn't fly, etc. And I put in Thalia, which I think is another decent Stax piece. It's with a solid body, and it can really shut down what your opponent's going to slow them down quite a bit. And so I figured that's probably a little better than Stranglehold. So those are the changes I made right there. And yeah, so it's an interesting deck. I've done a little bit of testing. It's pretty fun. It is a little short on removal, though. I don't know if it was better when it had more tutors, but still, like, there's just Swords, Abrupt Decay, Lightning Bolt, Toxic Deluge, and that's about it. So I don't know if there's a problematic creature in your way, and there's just a bunch of dorks in this deck. There's not very much that's big, and there's not very much that's flying. Then there's Palace Jailer as well, but that can be pretty situational on the removal. Like sometimes if they can just attack and get the Monarchy, then they can get their creature right back. So it's not as good as something like swords in a lot of situations. So I'm gonna give it a try. This deck is probably somewhere in between a rogue strategy and an established strategy. I mean, just because we already know that Tymna is so good. I'm still gonna play this in tournament practice instead of taking it to a league, especially with the competitive leagues. I don't want to just throw 12 tickets away on a deck that I'm not very sure about. So we'll try it out as though it's a rogue deck, and maybe in the future we'll look at it as a more serious deck if it does well. Alright, got a match I am on the play. Playing against the Locust God. This hand is unkeepable. This hand looks fine. Something I noticed with Sidar, yeah, I'll take that, is that there's some awkwardness with Tymna and Mana Elves. It's kind of strange. I mean, Mana Elves are still quite good, obviously. But they're a little awkward with Tymna because you can't attack with them on the second turn like you can with, like, one of the other 1-drops that you play in a Tymna and Chrome deck. I can let this resolve now, and then I still have 3 mana. Yeah, that actually seems great. I can play Anafenza. Not attacking. Yeah, let's get white, I guess. Let's get Scrubland with this thing. We're missing red, but Carpet of Flowers might give us red. Four on turn 2 is pretty good, it turns out. Especially if it's in addition to playing a Carpet of Flowers. Down to 2 cards in hand, though. Alright. Yes, I guess either black or white, doesn't matter. Yeah, let's attack with the Arbor Elf. Get a counter on it. It's a lot of damage for turn 3. And drawing a card. Can't complain. Definitely needed that card after spitting out her whole hand in 2 turns. Opponent casts Impulse. So they got 1 red available. Iron Mirror. And a Skull Clamp. Alright, I think no right now. I think we attack with all 3 and put a counter on Tymna. Should have enough mana to cast something. Don't necessarily. I'd rather attack with the Arbor Elf is what I'm getting at. I have to choose an opponent? Nothing in my graveyard right now. I think I want a Mesmeric Fiend. just to see what's in their hand. They're going to draw 2 cards most likely off of this. I mean, might as well pick a black. That's Mesmeric Fiend. Red Element Blast does nothing. Oh, let's take this Earthquake. And then let's play Mana Confluence. We know he's playing spells like Earthquake. He could just get this back and then probably can't cast it for enough next turn if he gets it back with something. Do we want a Village Bell Ringer just to get it out there? Or we could Diabolic Intent to get something. I'm just going to play Tana. It puts me a little less vulnerable to something he might do. Alright, he's searching with Muddle the Mixture. What do you get? I mean, he could have 2 mana left, so Magma Quake, okay. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's know for right now. Let's attack with everything but the Mesmeric Fiend. Pump up Tymna again, make it 4. Play the Sphere. I think that prevents him from... yeah, we want to pump up Tymna to make it a 4. And each Planeswalker. Alright, he blocks Tymna. You need that mana. Yes. Yes. I guess green. Do I play the Pilgrim? There's not really any reason to. He's dead on board. I think that prevents him from... casting a big enough Magma Quake to kill my team. He doesn't have enough mana anyways. Yeah, okay. I don't think he should have blocked. He kind of had to block. But he still wouldn't have had enough mana because of the Spirit Resistance if he hadn't blocked. Alright, opponent wanted a rematch, and admittedly, my hand was really, really good last game, especially the Carpet of Flowers. So, this hand looks pretty good as well. Carpet of Flowers is a very high variance card. Not sure what I play on turn 2. I'm going to lead with the plateau. I'd probably lead with Thalia. It's the one I'm least worried about him countering. And also least worried about him killing, and it costs more to kill it. Alright, Thalia sticks. So, alright. Gave me a 3-3. Interesting playing rapid hybridization in a red deck. Let's attack first. I guess I could have Tymna, but I'm planning on playing the Dark Confidant. I don't know if Tymna would have been correct there. Should have at least stopped and considered it. Doesn't seem like he's got any counter spells. A little concerned about him getting to 6 mana and then burying me with Locust God. I guess the sphere helped that. We flip here, Eidolon. Alright. I'm probably pretty good against him. Let's play this. I think I want to play limited resources and sphere resistance. In what order? I guess limited resources first for obvious reasons. Stop him from ever hitting 6 mana, possibly. Maybe I should have attacked first. I'm still not sure. Like, I might want to stop his interaction here. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just giving him free information if I don't attack first. Alright, pull from tomorrow. Obviously, he needs to cast that in response. I think I wasteland next turn. So Savannah is usually correct. Green mana on that thing. Let's draw a card. There's Myric Fiend. Let's attack. Oh wait. Should have played Tymna. I shouldn't. I am feeling a little advantaged and I'm making mistakes as a result. I shouldn't do that. And then, think I want to go after his hand here. Holy cow. Capsize, Model of Mischief, Stoke of Genius, War of Invention, Reshape. I think I gotta get rid of this Capsize. It's the biggest threat right now. What did I flip with the, oh, I flipped a Mesmeric Fiend, okay. So he's seen that. Model the Mixture. Well, Magma Quake isn't very good right here. Well, if he misses a land drop and I get to drop 2 lands, keeping it at 4, that would be pretty awesome. Is it Signet? Okay. He did, however, miss land drop, and he should not be able to counter anything that I cast here. So this time, let's play this. Let's do that, because we're going to play the Null Rod. I guess we're going to play the Null Rod next turn. Alright. Alright, got another game. We are on the play. Playing against Leovold. Alright. Well, this gets black and red. Yeah, I'm trying to... I guess we get this for a Savannah. Definitely want a forest. Is there any reason to play out the Jeweled Amulet this turn? It doesn't tap for anything right now. I'm not a huge fan of Jeweled Amulet. It's such a terrible top deck in a late game. I mean, elves aren't great, and they're a necessary part of what you want to be doing, but... Let's get Badlands and Sculler him before he plays the Leovold. It doesn't matter. Oh, they're both threats. Primeval Titan's scarier. Marin comes down sooner. I think Primeval Titan. He doesn't have anything that really interacts with Marin right now. Let's cast this. Untap that. And put a green on it. Yeah. Chances are he's just going to play Leovold here. Do I still Brain Maggot him? Or do I Tainted Pact for a removal spell? There's Leovold. Deathrite Shaman's pretty good. I definitely want to get that out. Alright, so We could get a swords fairly early. Yeah, we'll just take the Abrupt Decay that's on top of my library, I guess. Played a lot of fetch lands there. I've played 2 myself. Marin coming down. I don't know what I can do against Marin. Doesn't currently do anything. I guess it gets back anything from the graveyard, not necessarily to play. Yeah, I don't want to give you your Primeval Titan back, as much as I'd love to block. So this is 3 or less, doesn't target Marin. We still want to remove this, like right now. Yeah, there's some upside to this. If he lets it actually go to his graveyard, so they can return it with Marin. Actually, we can't do anything. Alright. And black, tap forest, brain maggot. You only had lands before. Oh, non-land card from it. Oh, it reveals his hand, and then I choose Elvish Druid. And play land. Tapped. Oh. I should have put a counter on the Jeweled Amulet. Opponent can replay Leovold. I don't know if I can beat Leovold. Like, it's just a bunch of dorks in this deck. They, not a lot of removal. It could be hard to get through a tough creature. Alright. He attacks with Marin. Well, Dark Confidant's a thing. Let's play it. We can't stop him from getting an instant sorcery, artifact, or planeswalker from the graveyard with the E-Witness. But we can stop a land and we can stop a creature right now. And then when we have black, what is this? Nissa. Alright. Looking at the top card. It's a Lotus Cobra. Alright. Nothing in the graveyard of too much interest. Hit a Dark Confidant, hit Chrome Mox, which doesn't do a lot. Alright, let's say go. Actually, let's play Tana. When it's casting something else. Oracle, okay. Hits a land off the Oracle. And they get a look at what they're playing with Nissa. Hits mana. Alright, I think that's going to spell doom for us. Alright. Opponent moves to attacks. I assume they're attacking with Marin. Nope, not attacking with Marin. Let's store a black mana. Discard the Mox. Stony Silence doesn't do anything. I mean, there are outs. Like, sort of Feast and Famine would get me through all of this. But then I still don't draw cards with Tymna because of Leovold. I could reanimate the E-Witness, get back Abrupt Decay. And then what? And then still not attack? I'm just killing Leovold? I could Abrupt Decay Nissa. He draws a card. Play land. I could target his forest and let him draw a card for no reason. I could reanimate E-Witness, get Tainted Pack, cast Tainted Pack, try to draw something good. It's my best option, I think. No. Stoneforge is close to what I want, but it's a little too slow. I have enough mana to play a Sword of Feast and Famine this turn. Villager Bellringer, no. Haven Mind Sensor, no. Carpet of Flowers might be kind of good. Bitter Blossom. I don't think this is... I might just have to just exile my hand, hoping to... or my library. Swords of Plowshares. Command Tower. Land Tax. Mayor? No. Birthing Pod. Yes. Not exactly sure what that does for me, but it's hard for it to be bad. I'm going to pay 2 life for this side of it. He gets back the E-Witness. If I... Do I really care? Let me look at my library. Palace Jailer. Linvala, Felidar Guardian. Karmic Guide. My own witness, Anafenza. Or I could sack something and get like a Stoneforge to play next turn. Palace Jailer doesn't really do anything. Anafenza kinda does. What do I have to sack to get an Anafenza? Dark Confidant? Or I could get my own E-Witness and then, like, do more stuff. Or Eidolon stops him from casting more than one. He only has one card in his hand. Let's just get Anafenza. That was the plan. And say go. Did he draw the Winter Orb or did he shuffle it away? He drew it with a Gyre Reach, didn't he? So I might have played into the Winter Orb a bit. I kind of forgot about that one. I got these two things, and then I untap one land. A lot of lands. I might have been able to choose a lane that gets me towards comboing off a turn or two sooner, but the closest one I saw was like 3 turns away. Which would be like, I don't remember. Get Felidar Guardian, sack it for Karmic Guide, and then get Kiki GP at some point. Alright, there's the Winter Orb. Oh! Well, there's that. Alright, can I survive this? I take 11 damage, don't I? Alright. Wouldn't have mattered. Hard deck to beat. Like, I mean, I don't know how this deck really beats that. Alright, got another match. I am on the draw. Playing against Surrak Dragonclaw. Carpet of Flowers is great. The hand looks great. Play an island. Not an island. That's too bad. I guess we... Oh, Mox Diamond, huh? Let's see. Usually Savannah is correct. And then Avidson's Pilgrim. Do I let him know that I have the Carpet of Flowers? But then I'm not casting it next turn because I'm probably Tymnaing. I think I go for it. Just because it uses my mana better, even if it gives away information. Alright. Red, green. Alright, well now he knows he needs a blocker. So... no sense in it. No, let's play this land first. Stoneforge Mystic. Do we want Jit? Or do I want Sword of Feast and Famine? I think I want Sword of Feast and Famine. Well, they're both really good. I don't... yeah, let's get the sword. Might Tainted Pack end a turn. Alright, Sylvan Caryatid. Fauna Shaman. Well, that's not good. Fauna Shaman's pretty busted. No. Nature's Claim, no. Inoffensive, no. Tomb, no. Bitter Blossom, close. But no. Yes. Yes. I guess black doesn't particularly matter. Play the Jet. Equip the Jet. Swing. He can block with the Fauna Shaman, but then it only requires 1 token to kill it, and then we can kill the elf as well. And the Fauna Shaman's dying either way. I guess if he... Yeah, okay. Alright, opponent's got 5 mana. Well, that's not great. Can they counter the sword? I guess black. He's got an action. Oh, okay, yeah, he does have the blue mana or the green mana. Forgot about the Sylvan Caryatid. Was thinking he didn't have the green mana to activate it. That's a bummer. It's kind of the perfect card in his hand. Maybe it would have been nice if I had brain maggoted it away, but at least we still have the Jit, but the Jit isn't as good against Surrak. Start by looking at his hand. Let's take the regrowth. I think I will kill a token with a Palace Jailer. Just because of the awesome card advantage. No attacks. Definitely block a token with the Palace Jailer. Unless he removes it. But he didn't have a card last turn that removed it. Oh, jeez. That's so perfect. Alright, I guess you get your regrowth back. Definitely blocking. Yes. Green. Definitely getting outclassed here, even though I'm drawing, well, I just started drawing more cards. Play a couple elves. We even have the fantastic Carpet of Flowers in play. Alright. And we have a Jit, and we just can't seem to get through. He hasn't even played Surrak yet. Nope. Let's see what he plays. Ouch. Alright, well, Leovold stops that. Do we keep the token around? Probably. White. Let's play this. Play Leovold. Equip the Jit to it. I think that stops the Sylvan Caryatid Marinid too. Alright, there's Thalia. Opponent can take the monarchy, but at a heck of a cost. Alright, adding mana. Alright, regrowing the Flame Tongue Kavu. Do I trade? That leaves me with no creatures in play. I think I'm going to not trade. It's a little bit dangerous. Letting him have the monarchy for one turn isn't the worst thing in the world. I could move. Let's no. Maybe I should have Tymna'd. And yes, for white, play Thalia. Equip the Jit to Thalia. And play the Caterpillar. Tough to find a line at this point, but I think that was correct. It makes attacking really, really hard. Xenagos token enters tapped. Did I miss a land drop? I think I did. Oh, I should have played this Wasteland and used it. I meant to. Alright, well I missed that part of the line. Alright, Coil Oracle enters the battlefield tapped. Hits a forest. Alright, opponent's adding mana. Playing Surrak or something else. No, there's Surrak. Tapped. Has flash. I mean, I guess you need the Xenagos mana. So I guess, yeah, that's the correct line. Otherwise, you'd never be able to cast it. I don't think your attacks are very good. Alright, he sees that too. No, not right yet. How do we make this work for us? yes. It doesn't really matter. Let's move the jet back over to Thalia. Let's play Wasteland. Nope, not tap for black. Let's kill the Guild Gate. And say go. Ooh, swords is fantastic. Everything has trample because of Surrak. So swordsing Surrak is almost certainly correct. And then I can abrupt decay something as well. Let's test the waters on this swords first. All right. Block Plukernos. Chump this thing. Abrupt decay that thing. I think that's correct. It's first strike, so unless he does anything here, there's nothing we have to do. Okay. That's pretty awesome. Let's kill this thing. And probably kill this thing as well. How many counters we still have on it? 2? Okay. Yeah. Let's equip over here. Let's play Tymna. Finally. Let's attack. I can't play Trinisphere right now. Probably just want to move. Do we want to move the jet? Do I need to move the jet? Let's just play the Arbor. Oh, if we could be playing into a Wrath. What do they have? Like a Red Wrath or something like that? We still get it to like pump all of this stuff. Or a Bounce Wrath, like a Cyclonic Rift. He does have this Delivering Primordial. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's tapped. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about anything. Let's just play that and say go. Thalia is really awesome against Evolving Wilds. I don't think you should be playing Evolving Wilds in your decks, honestly, unless you very specifically want that sacked land. Let's wait till after combat. He can flash this thing in. No, he can't flash this thing in because it costs 7 mana. So we can attack with all of these things. Actually, just everything. This thing, we can make it +8, +8. So 8, 11, 12, 13 damage. Not enough to merit getting rid of a token when we've got enough tokens to kill Surrak with. Yes, please. Death Rate's awesome. Yes. Green, I guess. Let's play Death Rite. Let's play Elves? Do we? I mean, we're really going all in on like, going wide here, but it seems safe-ish. No, let's hold it back. And let's play this transfer. Felidar our Guardian. Opponent can play a land and then they have enough to play Surrak, but we can actually just kill Surrak outright. And we get the GG. That was a very difficult one to come back from, but I found a line. Alright, got another match. We are on the draw. He looks pretty keepable. What are we playing against? Breya. So Shusher's probably pretty good. Opponent says they haven't played in a while. Sorry if they're a bit slow. If there's long pauses, I always cut them out anyways. Alright, he's moving to his second main phase. Gonna drop a land on you. Alright, Godless Shrine. This is some cool art. And a Mox Diamond. Alright. Someone came to my door. Let's definitely play the snow-covered island. Or forest. That's strange. Do we... Yeah, our turns are pretty tied up for the next few turns. What do we want here? I kind of like the idea of Palace Jailer. Though we don't have 2 white right now. I'm gonna grab Fauna Shaman. Not sure what happened with his land situation there. I don't know if he's out of lands or if he made a mistake. Let's get red-white here. Shame to miss black. Can we just get red-black and skip the white? It's probably a little better because of the other. Yeah, let's get red-black. Play the Shusher first because you can't counter it. And then it makes everything else uncounterable. You got removal for it? Yeah, well. Womp womp. Alright, he does have another land. Or if he just made a mistake. Painful Truce for 3. Alright, well let's play down 2 must-remove creatures then. Can you hit Breya this turn? Probably. Be hard not to. Breya's so good. Oh, chain lightning. Okay. Didn't want us drawing cards. Cannot say I blame them. I'm going to peek at her hand. What can I get here? I need something black. I guess we could just get Deathrite Shaman. Deathrite Shaman's pretty good. Do you have a counter spell? Alright. We're still going to have problems with Breya. If I can draw a white mana, then I can Palace Jailer Breya. No, Dark Confidant. Revoker. What can I get here? Because we'll have any color now. You could go big on mana and Bloom Tenor, I think. Let's get rid of Thalia. Revoker is pretty good. Stoneforge. Got a counterspell now? Didn't last turn. Alright, evasive action. Nope. Breya. 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 There we go. Alright, can't deal with the Dark Confidant yet, but at least we can stop Breya from killing our creatures. Real counter spell. He has his own Stoneforge Mystic. Cool art. I think I'm in a lot of trouble now. Jit. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble now. I mean, I'll block. We lose the Fauna Shaman. I assume. Yep. Man, Buried Alive has just been sitting in my hands, doing nothing. Yeah, this is over. I can't deal with Breya. I can't deal with the Jet. There's nothing I can do. Didn't even need to play Breya. My land was a lot awkward. But I think that was a keepable hand. But this deck does only play 33 lands, which I think is low. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty easy to go over the top of this deck, I'm finding. Alright, got another game. We are on the draw, playing against Surrak again. Chromox is alright. No Rod makes it worse, but a turn 1 Bitter Blossom is probably pretty good. I think the Village Bellringer. Surrak might be playing some sort of combo with Kiki Jiki and whatnot, so cutting off their tutors might be alright. Also has Flash, so we can flash it in and then play Tymna the following turn. Opponent plays Farseek. Huh, okay, or we could just... Actually, we can play Tymna right now and draw a card, can't we? I do kind of want to get at his hand, but we can do that next turn, I think. So, what are we missing? Green, red. Let's get a Taiga. White, black, doesn't matter. Tymna. Oh. Summoning Sick. I'm not new at Magic, I swear. Alright, let's not give them any information before we attack. Alright, we managed to not be punished. Buried Alive again. I keep seeing that card and it keeps doing nothing. I think it's probably because we cut a bunch of tutors. So I can't play Tide Hollow Scholar and Aven Mind Sensor. I can play Bloom Tender and Aven Mind Sensor, and that's probably pretty good. We'll worry about the Tide Hollow Scholar later. Looks like they're on the Surrak plan, which makes Aven Mind Sensor pretty good. So either they can counter this and not play Surrak, or I get in with the Aven Mind Sensor, even if he has a Surrak. I guess I have all these other flyers too. Alright, so now Now Buried Alive does something. Oh! It's supposed to do something before combat. That one's because I'm new at this deck. Let's pick apart his hand first. Yeah, let's draw a card. Ooh, swords is good. This creates white, green, red, or I guess we just don't need to do any of that. What's in your hand? What's in your wallet? Choose a non-land card. Hellion, 3 damage to each creature. Frozen Grip, Dispel, Zealous Conscripts. Well, Zealous Conscripts isn't great, but Hellion is awful for us. Dispel and Frozen Grip don't do anything. He can Frozen Grip the Bitter Blossom if he wants. Do we swords it? Do we swords it? Do I care? No. I'd actually, well, he has Dispel up. I really just don't care. I'd almost rather him use up his 1 green mana, dispelling a Swords of Plowshare, so that we can get this Buried Alive reanimate plan going. It's just a bait spell. Tap your 1 blue mana. I mean, I'm going in with a bunch of flyers anyways. Alright. I actively wanted that. You know, I almost said, let's swing first, see what we draw before comboing off. Let's not. Let's Bury It Alive. Let's get Karmic Guide, Felidar Guardian, and Kiki Jiki. And then let's reanimate Karmic Guide, getting back Felidar Guardian, and it gives us the GG. Alright, made some mistakes there, but managed to combo off for once, and managed to have Buried Alive actually do something for once, so that was definitely a cool match. Alright, got another match. We're on the draw, playing against Leovold. I think this is the same opponent. Got a chance to redeem ourselves. Do we keep the 1 lander against a control deck? I don't think I can. I think it's far too greedy. There's only 33 lands in the deck. Alright, this is fine. Especially the Sylvan Library and the Deathrite Shaman. These are all great cards. Trinisphere. Not right now. I think I need land. I guess Sylvan Library is pretty bad against Leovold. Like, so much of this deck is bad against Leovold. I'm wondering if I want to hold up the lightning bolt and just target this Surrak. I think I really need the lightning bolt for, I don't know. It doesn't cast Leovold next turn at least. You got something to do with the 2 mana? Alright, I'm regretting it a little bit. Oh, geez, that's a lot of mana. It's just 1 right now. Nope, I moved to combat on accident. Alright, I think we play this sword while the getting's good. Probably Bayou. If he's got some big spell, then this is probably not great. But nothing about this is particularly good. It's missing blue mana so far. If he gets blue mana though, then yep, then he's got 5 mana from his creatures. There's Leovold. So much mana. There's Surrak. That's even more mana? Jeez. Are you kidding me with this? Alright, we're probably pretty dead here. I mean, I don't know if I should have killed, Alright, well... Can't really afford to attack Surrak. I don't know. I can't really afford to do anything. Mana Confluence. Could hit his hand. Get 1 card in hand. I don't want to draw him a card. I'm going to play Sylvan Library in hopes that I can untap, bolt Leovold. If I'm unsuccessful at bolting Leovold, it's a May ability. I just say no. I just have to hope that he doesn't have something big anymore. Alright, opponent drew Summoner's Pact. So I think that counts as something big. You can cast basically whatever they want here. I think they can Ulamog. So, I mean, it definitely looks like I should have killed probably the Tree Speaker. But it didn't advance my board. And I didn't see that as an out at the time. I think, like, I really needed my board to move forward as well as killing his board. And he just moved a lot faster than I did. He's killing a land? Alright. He went and got Sylvan Primordial, so we're not dead. Like if he had Ulamogged. Like Ulamog just kills. Oh, he can hit the sword, can't he? Yeah, he can hit the sword. I forgot you don't always have to hit a land with Sylvan Primordial. I mean, that's usually what's correct, but it's not always. If he hits a sword, then I think we are dead. Oh, he hits a land. Okay. He hits a red land, so we can't both the Leovold any longer. That was my hope. He's down to 0 cards in hand. So maybe? Probably not. But maybe. You gonna pump up Tree Speaker? I'm probably holding on to this game long after I should. To say that we have outs is a stretch. Mox Diamond. That'd be great if I had a land. No, I don't want to use that ability. There's no benefit. Alright, at least he has to pay that mana. And then we take a ton of damage. But I was saying there's no benefit to attacking him. And in fact, we don't want to deal with that overrun. He still has just a ton of mana. Alright, Beast Token. He drew a land. Leveling up this guy. Take what's this, 11 damage? So it's a 3-turn clock? No, it's a 2-turn clock. We're dead. I mean, it wasn't a great game, but whatever. I'll be a sport and give him a good game. Very difficult matchup. Leovold is good against almost every card in the deck. So, yeah, I don't know. So the deck's pretty good, but it has some difficulty against the better decks in the format. And I don't think that's necessarily a condemnation of the deck itself. Because it's well well known that the format's pretty broken, and instead of being like a rock, paper, scissors format, it's just kind of like 3 rocks. And so, like, if you're bad against one of those decks, you're probably bad against them all. Leovold was definitely the worst. Leovold is almost impossible to beat. And I think Tymna decks probably have a bit of trouble against Leovold in general. But the other ones at least have like more flyers and more interaction and stuff like that, more removal. But you know, like when you only have 1 or 2 removal spells, you know, Leovold just comes right back. You need to be able to kill him like 3 times before you can really start coming ahead in a match against Leovold, and there's just not that much removal in the deck. The other problem with the deck is the fact that it lost a lot of tutors, and that's going to hurt any combo deck, any deck that's going to combo. And I thought that maybe it would be okay, but then you still have some dead cards in Buried Alive. I mean, it worked once, but, you know, I mean, I don't think that's a good rate for a card that just sits in your hand otherwise. And, you know, I mean, Felidar Guardian doesn't do a lot on its own. And so, like, when you're less likely to find those combo pieces, the combo looks a lot worse. So, you know, it's unfortunate that I tested the deck, that I didn't get a chance to play the deck until after all the tutors were banned from the format. I didn't know that was going to happen. I just, you know, I had about 3 or 4 decks that people recommended, so I did them in whatever order was convenient for me, and unfortunately, this one got banned almost right out before I started trying it. So, I mean, it's still a fun deck when it works. I think it's pretty cool. It's good against a lot of other decks, and maybe if the format were a little more diverse, it'd be pretty good. But then again, in order to make the format diverse, they're probably going to either ban Tymna or neuter the partner mechanic. And then this, which is a more fun use of the partner mechanic, instead of just like outright abusing the power of the partner mechanic, this would get hurt by whatever banning or whatever rule change affects Tymna in general is going to hurt this deck. But, you know, there might be other decks that, you know, in this color shell or something like that. I think Stax in general is pretty fun. I don't think I got to play Sire of Insanity, and that was a little bit unfortunate. But, alright, well, I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed trying the deck out. I enjoy trying new decks all the time. And, you know, check out Keep Flying's channel. Play this deck if you want to. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.